Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This session will introduce myself to you. Before we begin the first session of the series, have you truly reflected on the Quran? I thought it would be appropriate to begin by introducing myself. My name is Dr. Muhammad Hassan Abdul Rahim Umar. My academic journey did not begin with Islamic studies. It began with having a BA in mathematics, PhD in management information systems. After completing my studies, I served as a university professor in the United States. Later, I moved into executive leadership, holding senior positions in technology, telecommunications, and information systems in the United States, Jordan, and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Following my retirement from executive work in 2007, I felt that the time had finally come to devote myself completely to answer some questions that had occupied my mind for so many years. Some of these questions: do history books present the truth of what and why events happen? Or was history written to fit certain agendas? Why do we have thousands of books of Quran tafsir, interpretations, Islamic heritage, fatwas, etc.? Is the Quran so difficult to understand? And why many Muslim thinkers and scientists were persecuted over ages? I started with publishing a series of stories from the famous tales of Kalila and Dimna to encourage a new generation for reading. I also studied tafsir books and published online a book named Ibn Kathir Simplified. However, many questions remained unanswered. Since then, the study of history, language, and above all the Quran has become my daily work. Not for weeks, not for months, but for many years. I read, I compared, I reviewed, I took notes. I published many books in Arabic and English online on Amazon. Series like Quran Study Series, History Series, and Hidden Empires That Drive the World. My goal was never to produce a new interpretation. I was searching for something different. I was searching for the larger picture. How do the verses connect with one another? How are the surahs interconnected? Why are certain stories repeated throughout the Quran? Why does the Quran consistently choose one word rather than another? And how do Arabic roots create interconnected networks of meaning? And How does the Quran move naturally from guiding the individual to the family, to society, to history, and to civilization, as though every subject were part of one magnificent architectural design. Over the years, I gradually came to realize that the Quran does not present isolated subjects. It presents an integrated vision of life. Perhaps that single realization transformed my own reading of the Quran more than anything else. Although these books that I published appear to cover many different subjects, they are in reality all centered around one idea. That idea is, the Quran is not merely a book to be recited, it is a book to be understood, to be reflected upon, to build the individual, and ultimately to help build civilization. That is why I created this series. It is an invitation for all of us to return directly to the Quran itself. Together, we will read it, reflect upon it, and seek to understand how it speaks to humanity, how it develops the human mind, how it builds society, and how it explains the movement of history. Let us reflect upon its verses together, with open minds, sincere hearts, deep respect for the legacy of our scholars, and with gratitude for the research methods and analytical tools available in our own age. I pray that Allah accepts this effort purely for His sake, that He allows it to benefit every sincere seeker of truth, and that He makes the noble Quran the light of our hearts and the guide for our lives. In our next session, we will take the first step together on what I hope will become an extraordinary journey, a journey that may change not only the way we read the Quran, but also the way we understand ourselves, our purpose, our history, and the world around us. May the peace, the mercy, and blessings of Allah be upon you. Thank you for listening. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.